Hi everybody, this is Ray. I'm here today to show you the game Chinese Chess for Kids for iOS that Julie Melbin and I have been working on. So, some background, this is a game that I learned when I was 8, when I was very little, and my dad actually was trying to teach me regular Chinese chess, but it was kind of complicated, so he taught me this version that he had learned in Taiwan, which I haven't seen anywhere yet. I've tried to find the app on the internet, on the iOS App Store, on the Android Play Store, and I don't think this version exists because I think it is kind of a weird variant, which may limit its demand, I guess, but is also different and kind of new, and I think it'd be fun as an addition to the app stores. So anyway, I'll give you a little overview of the game so you can understand it. It's basically an 8x4 grid of pieces that are upside down. So that's why these little silvery pieces, and we'll replace the graphics later. But right now they're just upside down little silver balls or whatever. And if you flip them over, you'll see they're either, on the other side of them, they're one of these 7 types of pieces. And there's 2 teams, there's red and blue. And so right now it's 2 players that play on the same iPhone right now. I mean, it's obviously later we're going to make it over the internet and you're going to have a computer player. But in the short term, we just want to demonstrate the game using simple 2-player and the same device. So again, there's 7 types of pieces and they're ordered here in terms of strength. And so this is just a guide. This isn't really part of the game. And I think we can probably eventually get rid of it. But right now we're just showing you that there's 7 pieces. The most powerful is the general. The second most powerful is the advisor. There's an elephant, a chariot, which looks like the US rook, a horse, a cannon, and a soldier. And so the game works when you simply start tapping pieces, and when you tap a piece, it flips it over, as you see. And the objective of the game is you need to capture all of the opponent's pieces. So not just the king, or whatever, the general is called here. You need to capture all the pieces. So as you see right now, it's blue's turn. That's what this little indicator is. And it's blue's turn, and this is a more powerful piece than this piece, so he can just go down and take that piece. And the game just kind of goes on like that, where there's a bit of chance where you can, pick up a piece here, like, oh, maybe I can capture that piece by just opening that one. And there's a bit of strategy, just kind of once you get the pieces out, just how you capture and how you protect your pieces. So like I said, it's like chess, but it's much, much simpler. And so most of the game, like I said, is like that. You just open pieces, and bigger pieces can take smaller pieces, and so on and so forth. Except there's one special piece, which is kind of interesting, which is called the cannon, which doesn't have a US chess equivalent. But that guy can actually jump over other pieces like this. And so that's kind of an interesting piece, because he's a little more powerful in some ways than some of the other pieces. And then so it goes on, and eventually all the pieces are turned over, and then somebody captures all the other person's pieces, and the game ends. So, obviously we have a little bit of work to do. We need to make sure this works better on the iPad. We need all new graphics for everything. These are just kind of placeholder graphics across the board. So it'd be really great if we could get some assistance from somebody. We have very little skill in terms of graphic design and just overall design skills. So, some visual consulting, I think, would be helpful. We need a splash screen to start the app. We need a home menu screen designed to start, the new game versus, 1 player versus 2 player versus, 1 player versus computer. All the usual basics of your smartphone, iPhone, Android, type game today. So thanks for listening, and I hope to recruit you onto the effort and add you to the Chinese Chess for Kids team. Thanks.